Yeah. Okay. So, hi everyone. So, I started my journey to Australia in the year of 2016, but there was some issues in terms of loans and other processes. But Bala sir helped me on right time, and I was able to get to an admission in the year 2017. I came here to do my master's in IT in terms of in the field of data analytics. But I was working as an analyst back in India in Accenture. Um, so the journey was quite different from my end because I came the year of 2017 and I completed my masters, and as soon as I completed here my masters, I went and grabbed a job as quickly as possible because what I find is most of the international students, as soon as they complete the masters, because when you come here to study, the first intention for you will be most likely, I have to come here, do studies, also get a part-time job to meet the end needs. But I was also doing my end needs. But as soon as I completed my master's, I took a break from part-time jobs and everything, just focused on getting a job onto professional field, and got a professional job in Melbourne. At that time, I also completed whatever is required for my permanent residency in terms of completing your professional year, finishing exams like MATI. But I took some time to complete my PT exam. So what I would recommend for most of the students who come to Australia and who wants to permanently migrate to Australia is to finish your basic requirements like professional year, MATI, and PT on time. Also secure a job because these things will help you on a longer run in terms of getting a job. That's one. But here, when you look at the job opportunities in IT, especially in field of masters like business analytics or data analytics, whichever field you do, it is very welcoming. The reason is here there is I mean, there is a big need of people who do software engineering, business analytics, and data analytics, as this Australia as such is more of engineering IT oriented, and it is developing in a fast paced manner, which was said by the host in the start. And when you come here, choose a right course and also ensure that when you are studying, do some certifications in that extra. That will help you to gain a job because when I attended an interview, than my masters, they also looked at, okay, you have done masters, but have you done some certifications? For example, you can do a DBA certification or some programming certifications or some AWS certifications. So that will help you when you are choosing career in IT. And when you are focusing on jobs, prepare your resume well. Apart from your final year project, ensure that you do a couple of more projects. And when you are going for a job interview, ensure that the 2 years when you study here, especially, you go and meet along with people who are in local, so that you know their culture, you know the language easily, and you are able to answer certain questions, as a local person itself. So these are my key tips when you come here and get your master's degree. And as soon as you get your first job here in Australia, it's like, you put your efforts, get your first job. That's the only thing that you have to, go through certain process. But if you are focused and if you're involved, you will get that easily. And as soon as you get your first job, it is easy to switch over to second job and third job with high level pay. When I was working in Melbourne, it was difficult for me to get a first job. But when I moved to Sydney, when I was applying for other jobs, I was able to get at least, five or six job applications. Yeah, and I was able to choose between 5 to 6 interviews which one to go next, based on the pay and everything. And your pay also is like let's say you get a pay of initial $60,000, you can go to a job which is of $90,000 or $100,000 with the present market scenario. So that's the only point that I can also give. So if you are planning for your masters, do whatever is required for masters. But as soon as you come here, ensure that you are focused. Don't mix up your part-time jobs with your professional career, because part-time is just to do your sustenance. You are able to sustain for the 2 years for your living and other expenses. But apart from that, your professional career is more important. So for that, you need to do extra work in terms of doing certifications. But if you ask me a question that, is masters easy? Yes, definitely easy. People who come from India gain more CGPA because here it's more of assignments and more of projects that you get involved and work with your professors. So if you are focused, you can clear it.